Welcome to Bitcoin Fantasy. It's time to explore NFT games. Created and developed on the popular RONIN blockchain, we find the next project you may not be familiar with called Zeeverse. It's a picturesque RPG available for free on both mobile and desktop. In this MMO, players are immersed in an exotic indigenous fantasy world. At the very beginning, you must select your starting creature, similar to a Pokemon with 3 elemental options: fire, water, and nature. Depending on your element, the different map's environments will determine your adventures. The islands will be full of hidden and interesting areas, making exploration one of the positive aspects of this universe. Players can also enter challenging dungeons with dangerous enemies to defeat. This PvE mode will allow you to progress by facing a variety of pixel art enemies generated by the corrupted gods themselves. At the end of each dungeon, you must defeat the final bosses. If you succeed, the reward will allow you to upgrade your character and weapons. The gameplay of the battles, as you may have noticed, is primarily based on a turn-based strategy game where your agility and speed will be strong allies to emerge victorious from each contest. On the economic side, it features a dual token model, tree, one being the other, and V, the other. Both offer various utilities and serve as rewards to the most dedicated players. They can farm them by completing dungeons or, if you're good at betting, facing other PvP opponents and emerging victorious from the battlefield. Furthermore, NFTs, as expected, are also part of this economic scheme. There are objects such as tribal masks, soul crystals, items such as weapons, armor, and also land NFTs are incorporated into the ecosystem, enabling addictive rewards for investors who own them in their collections. In short, this casual game mixes exploration, collection, and action with picturesque art that seeks to incentivize its most avid players in their search for fun and cryptocurrency earnings. After that summary, we'll share the information we've researched. This game was originally being developed on the Arbitrum blockchain, but they've recently changed and moved to the RONIN blockchain. Additionally, on June 4th, missions will become available to participate in to win the token airdrop. This will be in a few days. Therefore, with this video, you have a sneak peek of that information in case you want to participate for free in search of that airdrop. For now, you can create an account, connect your wallet, and email address. This will all help you test the game and learn its mechanics. Remember that the airdrop won't be available until June 4th. At the beginning, it's the usual, the initial tutorial where we learn the basic mechanics of how to move them, rotate the camera, most of the actions we will do with our mouse. The keyboard, we will have some buttons for quick actions. As we advance a little, we will be presented with the main map where we can go to the camp for different options, but we will focus on going to the teleportation to complete the first dungeons. The fights with our Pokemon are turn-based as we explained before. Each creature will have 2 attacks. The first will be of unlimited use, and the second requires a few rounds of recharge. The 2-headed dog's abilities are focused on attack. Some will confuse it with Cerberus, but we remind you that in Greek mythology, this dog of the god Hades had 3 heads. In this case, our fire Pokemon has 2 heads. We could compare it to Orthrus, which was the dog of the giant Geryon in charge of guarding his cattle. All this story won't help you in the Zeeverse airdrop, but it does allow us to talk a little bit about Greek mythology, which we always find interesting, while we level up and complete these dungeons and have fun. At a certain point, they may ask you to create a new in-game wallet, and they also ask for a few cents in commission, as little as 20 cents. We didn't do it because it's an Arbitrum wallet, and as far as we know, when we search for the airdrop, they'll distribute it to the RONIN wallet, although the address may be the same. We decided to wait until those new missions start before creating the wallet because they might change the system and we'll have to create a new address. At the moment, the little bit we've played the game seems like it can be addictive. Combat can require a certain strategy, knowing when to use healing powers and deciding which enemy to attack. Since there are no potion items, it's crucial to defend in order to try to reach the end of the dungeon with our full team. Some have a single enemy, but others require us to face several enemies and several rounds at the same time, so it's important to defend our lives. We just hope that once they enable the airdrop, they'll allow us to farm it for free. If they put up barriers to purchasing energy to complete dungeons or buying NFTs, we wouldn't be very happy about it. It might be a good investment, but without knowing the value of the token or the profitability of the airdrop, the ROI would be a mystery, so having a free option would be the most advisable thing for us. Once they enable the new missions, and if they show us support in this video, we'll consider making more video guides on this RPG. Let us know your thoughts. If all the information was useful to you now, you can click like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss upcoming free NFT games, airdrops, raffles, DeFi investments, and much more content that we work on daily. Write your comments below because we always read them. It is time to say goodbye, wishing you profitable investments or knowledge, and remember that if you have a Bitcoin fantasy, you should join us.